Ahem. We're going to take a break from the initial plot to, as recommended, play Turnabout Apprentice. The Hexepta bonus case. And there's these ridiculous things. Which are, honestly, I'm looking forward to these. I'm not gonna lie. They're gonna be really fun. So, it's the final. So we still have 2 whole cases to get through. We have the asinine attorney cases. Let's get through this, shall we? This is meant to tell us about the Storm Sente backstory that we got at the end of... My name is Storm Sente. I'm a defense attorney from England. You've probably heard of me. For the last 5 years, I've worked as the only barrister in my country. Today, I'm taking a vacation from the courts. I feel like I've earned one. Yet as I sit here on the plane, on the way to the town of my childhood, I find myself recalling a certain case from a long time ago. That one case continues to haunt me to this day. 5 years ago, Answell, England. Third, 858, Sente Law Firm. Time for another morning of doing absolutely nothing. Except organizing case files, because that's fun. Especially for me. It's literally every court case that's ever happened in the last 6 months. Bloody hell. What's got you down, Storm? Oh, Richard. Oh, hey, this is a throwback. Morning. Any new cases? Nope, we're all through our backlog by now. That said, I've got an important job for you. Anything for you, my buddy? Good. Would you organize the file cabinet? Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Sign Centralia. That's right, we have that. 4 names, surname, sign. Where's your brother cosign? So let's... Storm Sente. Me, 20, dashingly handsome, intellectually charged, student cum barrister. Yeah, I still have no idea what's going on. As is typically what happens when you graduate to the adult world. None of us know what's going on, and we're all tired and sad. Richard Kingsley, 19, my assistant, I guess, started tagging along with me after I defended him for the murder of Catherine Davies. Charlie Lawrence, one of my teachers at the Fernley School of Law, a veteran barrister, albeit one of questionable methodology. His chin, his face is a pentagon. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm Storm. I'm the one who runs this law office. Although I'm the only lawyer in the country, this is particularly pretty slow lately. Guess that's not too surprising, though, considering the current state of the country. I'm grateful, honestly. Yeah, fucking Brexit. These last few months have been hell for me. This guy's Richard Kingsley. I defended him in court a little while ago. He stuck by me as my assistant since that day. We've been good friends ever since. That's not stopping me from laying all the boring work on him, though. I'm not your slave, you know. Is there anything better we could be doing? Can't we just take someone's case or something? There are 2 problems with that, Richard. 1, I'm exhausted. I'm the one doing the work here. And I'm the one who does all the work when we're on cases. Which brings me to my next point. There haven't been any crimes recently. We've had exceptionally low crime rates since all the lawyers died, as you know. So unless you want to go out and kill someone yourself... What? No way! You do it! My. Sounds like there's a conspiracy afoot. Mr. Lawrence. Morning, sir. Morning to you too, Stormy. And Richie, too. You too. That's a really clean... That's a really cool sprite. Hiya, Mr. Lawrence. It makes me feel like... God, his theme song. Makes me feel like these sprites were almost taken from the original fan game that all these guys originated from. What? Who's that behind you? Hey, isn't that? Ugh. Mr. Power, what brings you here? My beard only has 3 sides. Got myself in a bit of trouble with the police, as you can see. No thanks to you lot, I'm guessing. This is my mentor, Charlie Lawrence. I once studied under him at the Family School of Law before it got blown up. Oh, that's what happened. He's helped me tremendously in building my career. Wouldn't be where I am today without him. So what's with the guest, Mr. Lawrence? Well, every day I get an audience with the chief of police. Oh. Thank you, understand. Oh, I'll be glad to explain. Stormy, my boy. And nothing you need to be concerned about. You're not under arrest or nothing. Mr. Power here was just asking for us to come to his office at Scotland Yard tomorrow morning. He wants us to meet with him in his office. That sounds like a rather big deal, sir. Storm Sente. I know who you are, Stormy, my boy. Must say, though, that thing is starting to lose its brand new shine already. You've been flashing that thing left and right since you got it. Just a little. There's a touch. We make a great team, the 3 of us. That we do. Just wish I wasn't the only one. Just wish I wasn't the one doing most of the work. That's because you're our leader, Storm. Why did it have to be me, though? Oh, that's gonna be the same for all of us. Alright. Another beautiful morning in the humble town of Adamswell. I wish we could properly experience the sunrise, but there's so many buildings in the way. Yeah. I hope Argus gets an office with a better view than this. Argus did not, in fact, get a better view. Behold my exclusive book collection. Yours. Remember who you got them from, boy? Oh yes, of course, I did borrow just about all of them from you, sir. It's no big deal, my boy. I know all these books like the backs of me hands. Make sure you read up on them while business is still slow. Of course, that's right on top of the to-do list. It's my desk, where I spend most of my days here in the office. It seems organized on the surface, but inside the drawers is a big mess of unorganized files. Really should tidy it. But, do I really want to waste a precious day off with the courts doing more work? It's the couches. Yep, this is where we lounge around all day, doing nothing. Excuse me, we are nothing but productive here at the Sente Law Firm. Except when we're on our breaks, as we are right now. True. Are we not on our breaks these days? Them's be the breaks. What have you been up to, sir? Why do you ask? Well, it could have something to do with the fact that Grand Power is standing right beside you. Well, I've been doing just great, thanks for asking. Haven't been in any trouble in months, in fact. Speaking of trouble, how is that investigation progressing? The investigation? That's right, though I admire my mentor, his courtroom tactics are questionable. I don't believe it myself, but there have been rumors that he has been forging evidence. Of course, a legend like him would never do that. But that alone isn't enough for the police. That's annoying, I tell ya. Been suspended from the bar for about half a year now. One of those blasted investigators realize their suspicions are unfounded. I share your pain, sir. The country would really benefit from your abilities over mine. Don't say that. You're a necessary part of our movement to restore the courts. Damn shame I can't be out there helping you with these cases, though, believe me. Not to worry, though, my boy. Once I'm back in the courts, why, they'll remember exactly why they suspended me. That's not a good thing. That's a bad thing. We talk about the elephant in the room, that being the chief, the figurative and literal elephant in the room? I'm no elephant, boy. Aha, so you're just that curious what the Chief of Police is doing here, eh? Why wouldn't I be? Maybe a famous man. This is clearly irregular. Yeah, seriously, what does he want with us? You, boy. Me? Your presence tomorrow. My office. Be there. Okay, but what's this about? You're the lawyer. You work for this man, Lawrence. Big name, are you mocking me, or... whatever. Find out tomorrow. But you and him all started with FemCon. The FemCon incident? The incident that resulted in the deaths of every defense barrister and law student except me. Yes, FemCon. I was one of them, you know, who investigated that incident. Your survivals? No accident. We'll talk more tomorrow. Okay, nice talking with you, Chief. Still, at least I've learned something. He seems to want to talk about FemCon. I wonder if he's learned something he wants to share with us? Oh, where exactly is Scotland Yard? Haven't you been there multiple times? Yeah, I'm just asking for directions. I've only actually gone there with Storm and would get arrested, so I never took it its location. Just down the street. Can't miss it. I've been down a lot of streets. Which one are we talking about? Whatever. Figure it out yourself. Okay, thanks, man. My office is on ground floor. First door on your right past the stairs. Write that down, Storm. Can't have Richie getting lost, can we? Not that incompetent. Is there anything else you have to tell us, Mr. Power? Nothing. I'll go now. Not very good with words, is he? Sent. Tomorrow's meeting. Very important that you come. I won't miss it. Only because this is the 5th time you've reminded me. Good. 10 a.m. No sooner. I'll see you all then. Okay, so, it was not a visit I had never ever expected. I was afraid you were gonna walk out of here in handcuffs. You blame me? The guy was grunting every 5 seconds. Is he always like that, or did I piss him off somehow? That's just our Chief, Storm. Nothing to worry about. Despite how gruff he may appear, he was quite the investigator back in the day. Sounds like he was to you what DCI Harrison is to Storm. Woohoo, yep. They used to butt heads a lot more than they do. But that's all in the past. Now, boys, how about some tea? Oh, I'd love some. Great, Richard. Get the kettle boiling, will you? Oh, sorry, Richard. Grand Power. Chief of Police as of a few months ago. But think of it, yeah, I do remember that name. He said he was one of the lead investigators of the FemCon incident. What was that he was saying earlier, though? My survival was no accident. Whatever could that mean? There. No use thinking about it. Whatever he has to say, I guess we'll find out tomorrow. I finally made it. I knew I'd get lost trying to find the place. Oh, Richie. Again, that's exactly why I set my alarm clock to go off 2 hours early. Looks like I'm early, though. Tor and Mr. Lawrence aren't here. So... let's look around. Alright, let's do that. According to this sign, the stairs are back the way I came. Not sure I could have missed them. I think this sign is making fun of me. Why does everyone make fun of me? Anyway, apparently there are more offices down this corridor. Might as well go have a look down there while I'm waiting. Why'd they have a sign like this in such a simple building, anyway? Yeah, what's this rack doing here? Scotland Yard Guide Maps, take 1. Wow, they really want me to take one, huh? Take 1, take 2, take none. Take 2. You know what? Screw the sign, let's take 2. Oh, it's only 1 left. Okay, sign. I'll submit to your demands and take 1. Okay, what's gonna happen here? bit of appreciation for the fact that I'm pretty sure that is Richie's silhouette on the bottom. A little neat touch. Went the extra mile, so to speak. What's this do? Ah! Okay, let's never press that again. Oh my god, you fool. Nothing here. Hey, Mr. Power, are you in there? I guess not. Door's locked, too. Guess there's no getting in there. Not that I'd sneak in or anything. An empty rack that used to have guide maps of the yard. Whoever comes by next is gonna have to really disappoint that sign. Alright, we can now go here. Is there gonna be a crime in here? Oh, hello there. Hello there, Umaneko Sprite. Hiya! Hey, you don't look like a cop or anything. What are you doing back here? Oh, well, you see, I'm a detective's assistant. Partner's gone on vacation, you see. Oh, I see. So what are you doing back here? Well, nothing. See you later. Okay, that guy was weird. Anyway, let's see what's back here. Probably a dead body! Something hanging on the wall here. Oh, it's a painting. Looks pretty good, I think. It's a lovely painting of... What the heck is this? Okay, seriously, what is this? It's so blurry, it could be anything from a plank of wood to a monster. Actually, both of these together sound about right. Let's go with a monstrous plank of wood. Wow, even the police station has houseplants lying around. Really should get Storm to go buy one for the office. Plants like this really liven up an office, just like it does to the corridor. This door looks different to all the others. It doesn't seem to have a lock. I wonder if it's okay to look inside. Whoa, it's an empty storage room. A few boxes in the corner. There's nothing in them. And it's kind of dark. I'm out of here. What do you mean he's running late? Well, he hasn't shown up yet, has he? That's what makes him late. Chief was supposed to be here 5 minutes ago. Where is he? Look, you're complaining that he's late. But what about your companions? Where were they at? Yeah. Alright, point taken. I'll wait some more. Good. Now we'll be getting some more sleep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Maybe I heard the time wrong? I was sure the meeting was supposed to be 10 a.m. That door is definitely the way to his office. Excuse me. Ah! Yeah, to you too, pal. He just went into his office and slammed the door behind him. So how about that meeting, huh? Wait for the others. Wait for the others. You know what? Fine. I'll just wait for Storm then. Where is he anyway? Oh no. Just one more minute. No sleep. Please. And another. And another. And maybe one more after that. What time is it anyway? Ah! I'm here. There you are. What kept you? Richard, I'm sorry. My alarm clock broke down and I overslept by 2 hours and... Wait. What are you doing out here, Richard? Mr. Lawrence hasn't shown up either. Mr. Power will. Went into his office a couple minutes ago and hasn't come out. He didn't even invite you in. Told me to wait out here for you. Oh, well, I'm here now, so let's go in. Shouldn't we wait for Mr. Lawrence? I want to sit down already. Mr. Power, sir, it's me, Storm Sente. May we come in, sir? No response. That's weird. When I knocked, he'd at least respond with an annoyed mutter. Oh, the door's open. Guess you might as well head in. Storm, I don't think that's such a good idea. Nonsense, come along. Guess who's dead? Dead again. That's... Mr. Power! Is he okay? I don't think so. We step inside and literally the first thing we see is... Storm? Richard, what happened here? Mr. Lawrence? Is that you running in the hall just now? Is the chief down there? Knife wound looks pretty nasty. Yeah, we're pretty sure he's dead. What a shame. Alright, Storm. You know what to do in situations like this? Let's have a quick look around, and we'll let the police know what happened. You see, our priorities are still in check. Yes. That briefcase sure sticks out a lot. I'll have to look at it later. Right now we've got more pressing issues. Check the windows. It's locked. What about the other one? Same for this one. That's strange. Which was at the door the whole time and both the windows were locked. How then did the culprit escape? Good question. Think about that later. For now, let's check on Mr. Power. Let's have a closer look at the body. See anything unusual about it? Well, based on a brief glance, it seems he was killed by a stab to the chest. Oh, come on, I could have told you that. Hence why I said I only took a brief glance. Man hasn't bled much, though, because the knife has been plugging the wound. Hey, you're right. Why don't we check his pockets while we're at it? It's probably not necessary. Oh, okay, sure, have a look. Hey, the key to his office is in his pocket. That's no surprise. You did see him unlock the door, didn't you? True. Let's leave the more in-depth examination of the corpse to the coroners. Alright. What's going on here? Oh, Lizzy. Storm, what happened? Is that... the chief? Yeah, he's dead. Oh yeah, I called Miss Harrison just a moment ago, in case you're wondering. Thanks, Mr. Lawrence. I'll get forensics to the scene right away. As for right now, I'd like to hear what happened from you guys. There's not much for me to say, really. Chief had asked us to attend a meeting with him in his office this morning. I ended up running late, though, after my alarm clock broke down. It sounds eerily familiar. Yeah, I made it to the office a bit late, too. Kinda fell asleep, you know what I mean? Anyway, after I arrived, I came into the office since it was unlocked. That's when we found the body. So none of you actually witnessed anything, have I got that right? Oh, I saw it all. Well, not the actual murder, but I've been here for a whole hour. Oh. Congratulations, Richard, you are now arrested. Yep, and I saw the chief go into his office all by himself. No one else came by, though, so I'm not sure how exactly he was killed. And you were out there the whole entire time? Aha! Harrison, we've got our murderer. Already? Yes, miss. The culprit left incriminating fingerprints on this very key, miss. Good job. Oh no. They belong to that boy there. What? No way! There's gotta be a mistake here. That's right. Richard was the one who found that key. Would have touched it then. Sorry, Storm. Even if you could explain that away, it really seems like only Richard could have done it. You said the door wasn't locked. Apparently nobody else came by. That's the case then. Yeah? Only Richard could have killed the chief. What? There are a billion ways he could have been killed. I'd love to believe that, but even name one of those ways. Well, maybe he killed himself. Victim's wound does not appear to be self-inflicted, miss. What's that even mean? Means his death wasn't a suicide, Richard. And maybe the culprit is still hiding here. I think one of us would have found such a suspect by now. He was killed with poison and then the knife had stabbed his chest. Let's give it up, Richard. We're not getting anywhere like this. But I'm sorry about this, Mr. Kingsley, but I'm going to have to take you in for questioning. Storm! Whish. Whoa. Richard just threw something at me. What is it? Is it case-breaking evidence? It's a map of the yard. Oh, okay. It's my court record now. There. Well, this is unfortunate. This is pretty bad, huh? I can't believe Richard was out there the entire time. Can't believe he decided to run his mouth like that. Not something I'd do in his position anyway. I've had experience with police interrogations. Plenty. You're gonna defend that kid though, right? Of course. You and I both know that he couldn't have done it. That's the spirit. Now why don't we head back down to that station and turn it upside down for clues? We can't do that. Before I officially become Richard's lawyer. What are you saying, Storm? Might as well already be his lawyer. You're the only choice. It's not how that works, but fair enough. Come on, my boy. Scotland Yard awaits. Alright. What are you waiting for, my boy? Let's get down to business and investigate that police station. Right. Richard said he was wandering around the ground floor, so we should focus our search there. Any ideas? So our boy Richard was outside the office and saw nobody but the victim earlier. Anna, quite the mystery, eh? Yes. Even though the door wasn't locked, Richard makes it just about impossible for a killer to enter. I wonder how the killer could have pulled this off. We should at least be able to prove Richard's innocence. That's our speciality, after all. Proving Richard innocent. Alright. Right back on it then. Where do we go first? Investigating the crime scene should be our highest priority. Aside from that, I want to talk to Richard. Also have a look around the station. Probably won't take too kindly to us stupid around the yard. But that's their fault for arresting the wrong guy. Yeah, Richard's probably still being questioned. We'll have to wait for that to end before we can talk. Hope he's holding up all right. Alright. It's back here where people can take guide maps of the yard. It's empty, though. Guess Richard took the last one. Wouldn't surprise me if he took them all, actually. Honestly. Wait the stairs in case you missed it. There are more offices down the hall. We should check down there. Let's wait the crime scene. Who turned out the lights? Me, sorry. It sure is dark in here with the lights are off. Maybe the culprit could have sneaked past Richard with the lights were off. I think Richard would have mentioned if the lights were off for an extended period of time. There must be an explanation for this case. Okay, wow, we can go lots of places. Let's start here, I suppose. Looks like the investigation's still ongoing. Oh, you're back. Hey, Storm. I'm guessing you're going to be defending Richard. It's not like anyone else is going to do it. You got me there. This is Lizzy Harrison. Despite her young age, she's the Detective Chief Inspector at the CID. She and I have investigated many cases in the past. Looks like this will be yet another. I'm not going to hold you back. The crime scene's all yours. On the condition that you don't let Richard take the fall for this. Oh. Of course. I wouldn't let that happen even if he were the killer. Alrighty, Storm, let's snoop around. Not you, old man. You're staying by the door, and you won't touch anything. I'll be siding with Storm on this one, but that doesn't mean I'll tolerate any of your usual trickery. What trickery? I won't stand for this slander. So how's the examination of the body progressing? I'm glad you asked. She just got the completed autopsy report. I really like your design. You're cool. Here, specifically ordered a copy just for you. Oh, how sweet. Thank you. It's almost down to earth compared to some... things we normally see. As I expected, the cause of death was a stab wound to the chest. Yeah, that was a very impressive deduction. But now that you mention it, did you know that the knife in question came from your own office? What? Guess not. And guess what? It's covered in you, Mr. Lawrence's, and of course Richard's fingerprints. You really should have cleaned your cutlery, Storm. I don't believe this. I told Richard to do the washing yesterday. That's awkward. Anyway, what's this note at the end of the autopsy report? The victim's left hand was broken. It's exactly what it says. He broke it a few days ago. Not sure what exactly happened to it. Tried asking him, but he just kind of muttered something. You know how he is. Alright, Richard. Have we got that incriminates Richard so far? About too much for my liking. First of all, we got video footage of him entering the station. That's it? You don't have any more cameras inside the building? No. It's on the to-do list. The point is, we have video footage of Richard and a few other people coming into the station that morning. Here, you can see the details for yourself. I've written down the important parts of the log for you. Alright. Oh, hey, Mr. Lawrence, you showed up early, too. Oh, yeah. Fell asleep in the waiting room upstairs, huh? Sounds like you. Sure, that's not all, though. Of course not. You've already been introduced to that key. You might have guessed, this is the only key to the office. I unlocked both the door and the two windows back there. It also bears only Richard's fingerprints, by the way. Oh, right. The fingerprints that got on it when he found it in the victim's pocket. Sadly, we can't guarantee that was the only time he touched it. Ah, damn it, Richard, why'd you have to search that body? Finally, there's the witness. What? Who would that be? That peculiar boy who hangs around with Detective Eaton, who's currently on vacation. I don't remember his name, though. He's still in questioning, too, so you probably won't be able to talk to him for a while. That's a problem. Yes. If we don't have enough problems. If the chief being murdered wasn't bad enough, there's also the issue of those case files. Eh? Case files? Do you mean those files on the desk? Alright, got to examine that then. I can only look at that piece of plastic so many times before I get bored of it, you know. What? You just say there's a limit to your appreciation of the badge. It probably wouldn't be if they changed the resolution of that photograph. Oh, so it's my face that's the problem. I see how it is. How did you interpret it like that? Just flirting. Trying. Failing. I noticed there are some files lying on the desk. Shouldn't they be in the file cabinet? You're the last person who should be telling someone where to store their case files. But yes, normally Mr. Powers keeps all of his documents inside the cabinet. However, I'm not certain who did it, but it seems somebody snuck into this office and went through his files. Well, why would someone do that? Clearly the perpetrator was trying to cover up a certain incident. Wanna guess which incident that is? Been involved in quite a few incidents lately, so I really couldn't say. The FemCon incident. What? Yep. The same morning our chief was killed, all the files related to FemCon were stolen from his office. He didn't leave even a single scrap of notepaper behind. Do you think stealing those files was the killer's motive? It's almost certainly connected, which means if he really is the killer, that suggests Richard was involved in the FemCon incident too. No way. But it was you who disapproved Richard's alibi for the incident way back in your first trial. Oh, yeah. Wait. Okay. Anything else to see? Both these windows were locked when you discovered the body. As you yourself confirmed, yes. And there's no way to open the lock there. Open or lock them from the outside. What kind of terrible design would that be? Damn. Was it too late to suggest that I'm the culprit and I was just lying, huh? It came too late half a year ago when all the other lawyers died. That FemCon incident continues to haunt me. Still, as long as the windows were locked, it'd be hard for the culprit to use them to escape. Just how'd they pull this crime off? Oh yes, this. Is this the victim's briefcase? Yes. According to Richard in the security footage, he brought it with him this morning. It's empty though. I wonder if there was something in there. Wonder what? Doesn't usually carry a case like this around. Maybe the culprit was hiding inside of it. Yes, that makes perfect sense. I told you to stay by the door. My, Storm Sente, fancy seeing you here. Hey, I know that voice. Oh. It's been quite some time, wouldn't you say? That's Edric Turver. Donovan, you're prosecuting this case? Who else would be fit to take such a case? DCI Harrison? No, it is of course I who shall oppose you later today. The trial's going ahead today, huh? Well, that's just great. This mildly pompous guy is Sebastian Donovan. He's a prosecutor of the Crown Court, and is well known for his intense desire to find the truth. He's quite proud of that reputation. A bit too much, I think. He's a good man, nonetheless. Mr. Sente, I must say, though we have not yet stood in court, I'm already impressed. You are? Yes. Somehow you managed to gain the authority to investigate the crime scene. Though I've been interrogating your client ever since he was apprehended. Uh-oh. Detective, why is this man here when he's not yet been approved as the young man's lawyer? Well, I figured it would be a problem. It's fine, Lizzy. I'm just about done here anyway. Sorry, Sente, but rules are rules. We'll never restore the court to its former glory without following basic procedures, now will we? Yeah, I'm going. Well, shit. Alright. Busted, huh? Hate when that happens. I know that feeling. Yeah, it doesn't look like we'll be getting back into the crime scene. Especially not with the trial happening later today. Oh, they're rushing onto the trial, just like Richard's last arrest, eh? Police mustn't be taking this murder kindly at all, understandably. That they just have a vendetta against Richard for some reason. Well, we still got time, so why don't we take our investigation elsewhere? Good idea. Donovan just finished questioning Richard. We should talk to him while we got the chance. Yes. Sebastian is 33. Lizzy's 26. Victor was 51. Lawrence is 50. Victor was 57. Lawrence 51. Kingsley's 19. Storm is 20. Where are we going? Interrogation. Wow, that's a lovely interrogation room. Storm, you're here. Yes, Richard, I'm here. I thought you had abandoned me. Richard, it's been 2 hours. What, can you blame me for being scared of my wits? I'm being accused of killing the chief of police here. Don't worry, we don't have much of a case at the moment. This trial should, hopefully, be a cakewalk. You know how the victim died? No. I should hopefully be able to prove your innocence. I hope so. Alright, so what have you told the police? Everything. You know that's not generally a good idea, right? Sorry, they were just so scary and I kind of forgot that, so I told them everything I knew. Oh, poor guy. Alright, then can you tell me what you told them? Well, I made it here at about 9 this morning. Didn't see any of you, so I went looking around on the ground floor. For wandering around for an hour. Chief eventually showed up right after 10 a.m. He was carrying that briefcase that was lying on the floor, too. About 5 minutes late before I arrived. I matched up with the security footage. Yeah, and then, well, you know the rest. So... who's George Sherman? Went to his office without word, and you came running in shortly after. It was about 10 minutes before he went inside. The chief really have been killed in that time frame. Tell me something, Richard. You know if the door was locked before power arrived? Oh yeah, I checked. Interesting. That case, how were those case files stolen? Maybe the culprit stole them away right after stabbing the man. Damn it. Then how did he get out of the room without Richard seeing him? It's all such a mess. I've been through a lot of cases these past 6 months. You saved so many clients against impossible odds. Please make this one count too, Storm. Of course, Richard. I would come this far just to fail you of all people. Sorry, Storm. Oh, not in the mood for that thing where you show me stuff and make you feel dumb. Is that really how you feel when I do that? I'm sorry. No problem, buddy. Alright, I guess we're going then. Not really much to talk about there with Richie. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what you can find back here. Painting's gone. Just me, or does something about this wall look off? Hey, you're right. This section is a different color to the rest of the wall. I wonder if this means anything. Maybe Richard noticed this. Probably nothing. My intuition tells me we should keep it in mind. Nice plant. Maybe I should get a houseplant for the office of one of those days. I need to make Richard stop bugging me to get one. What's with this door? It looks very different to the others. Looks like a storage room to me. Oh, there's not much in here. The few boxes. Is there anything in them? Well, it's kind of dark in there, so it's hard to tell from here, but it doesn't look like it. Why not go in? Wait, don't tell me you're afraid of the dark. Oh. Should get us more information at least. This is the long shot. Do you know anything about this wall? Huh? No, I don't. Definitely haven't seen any walls like that before. Yeah, I figured. Wait a second, Richie. Didn't you go by the office's corridor at some point this morning? Oh yeah, I wandered over there. Why? You didn't notice anything strange about the end wall when you turn right? It's a section of the wall that's colored differently. It's pretty strange to me. Hey, wait a minute. Differently colored section. There used to be a painting there. A painting? And now it's gone? And how could that have happened? It's even been 4 hours since Richard entered the building. And already there's been both a murder and a painting theft. Well, look at me, I didn't take it. Remember what the painting looked like, if it helps. Want me to draw it out for you? Sure. Probably has some connection to this case. Alright. Anything else you wanted to say? Yeah. Good luck. Thanks, I may need it. Who knows what Donovan has up his sleeve? Whatever happens, I know we'll pull through. You don't have anything to worry about, Richie. No, I don't, do I? I'll just look into you at the station. All I can do for now. prepare myself for today's trial. Hang in there, Richard. Get you out of this. Alright. It really isn't that long. Got through the first part. One video easily. Ground court. It's like forever since I last stood in... Wow. It was like forever since I last stood in this court. Actually, only been a couple of weeks, but... I suppose I am nervous. Ah, don't be. You'll be fine. Oh wow, these court fights are cool. You know, boy, I bet you didn't do it. As long as that man there is the prosecutor, we'll find the truth. It'd be foolish to think I will go easy on you, Mr. Lawrence. Oh, sure. If you aren't always going easy on Storm here. Yeah, Mr. Donovan may desire the truth. He goes way too soft on defendants with you around. We should prove which it is to be out of here with little trouble. What about finding the culprit? That might be beyond us this time. We should leave this at to the police. Don't want to fail our client just because we couldn't catch the killer, now do we? I guess so. Good. Anyway, straighten your tie, Storm. The judge has arrived. The court is now in session for the trial of Richard Kingsley. Defense is ready, my lord. I'm Mr. Sente. I think you're still tripping over yourself on how to address the judge. Perhaps you should consider taking this trial in baby steps like we did 6 months ago. Oh, shut up. Prosecution is, of course, ready, my lord. Magnificent! Now, Prosecutor Donovan, your opening statement, please. People of the court may have heard about the most tragic incident at Scotland Yard today. Somehow, within the walls of his own office, the Chief of Police Grand Power was murdered. Due to the circumstances, we had no choice but to arrest Richard Kingsley. This young man, as you shall soon see, is the only one who could have killed the Chief. Richard Kingsley? Why, he was put on trial for murder just 6 months ago, was he not? Yes, on the same day as the FemCon incident. Mr. Kingsley had been arrested for murder. He was proven innocent at that time. Will he walk free this time, too? No, he shall not. Guilty. Game over. Hey, can we actually put the guy on trial first before deciding he's guilty? Of course, Mr. Sente. Due to the circumstances, we will be relying quite heavily on witness testimony today. However, what is a case without any solid evidence to back it up? The prosecution would like to call the detective in charge of the investigation. She will report on the evidence we have on the defendant. Ah, Miss Elizabeth Harrison, wasn't it? Request granted. You may call her immediately. Wow. You know the drill, detective. State your name and occupation with the record. Ah, yeah. I'm Elizabeth Harrison. It's a Detective Chief Inspector. You also state for the record that I don't believe the accusation against Mr. Kingsley for a minute. You're entitled to your opinion as always, Detective. However, that is not what I have called you for, as you know. Yeah. So what a summary of the investigation, is that it? Yes, that would be much appreciated. Alright, I'll keep this brief. I love all of this. Oh wow. Victim, Grand Power, was found stabbed to death in his office. The knife in question came from the kitchen in Sente Law Firm. It's also covered in the defendant's prints. Security footage of the main entrance confirmed Mr. Kingsley entered the building at 9 a.m. It also happens that all of the cases files on the FemCon incident were stolen recently. Concluded that the culprit, Mr. Kingsley, was also the one who stole those case files. Simple enough. So that's the case you've built against the defendant. It's worth noting that Mr. Kingsley was the only person in the hallway when Mr. Power arrived. We'll be hearing this from a reliable witness later. Wait, there's a witness? You know what to do with him when the time comes, got it? Yeah. Intimidation. That witness will have to wait, though. Right now I've got to see what I can do about this evidence. Oh, those cut-ins are cool. Those cut-ins are clean. I don't know how I'm going to show that off. Oh. What? Oh, wow. When exactly was the body discovered?
Objection!
Oh, wow. We just started this trial. Already you're wasting our time. Was it not you who not only found the body, but reported the time you discovered it? Yes, it was. Well, Mr. Sente. It was about 10 a.m. Sorry, everybody. Mr. Sente, it's time for your 10 a.m. Overruled. Anyway. Yes, my lord. Ah, yes. Came from my office. It's exactly why his prints are on the knife. Sure it is. I'm inclined to believe you on that. Really? Yes. After all, there are signs that someone held this thing while wearing gloves. But there's still the little matter of the knife coming from your office. Unless there's anyone else who works there beyond you and your mentor. Well, maybe someone broke in. We haven't made any reports on such a case. Alright, fine. I guess the knife is kind of incriminating after all. Glad we see eye to eye on the matter then. May continue where you left when you're ready, detective. Yes, what about it? I've been called to meet with the chief that morning. Yes, at 10. Bishop was loitering around there for over an hour. This is confirmed by the reception, and just about everyone who passed by the corridor that morning. Richard, why did you have to be early this time? Moving on. Like a buzzer used to interject. That's what it sounds like. Do you know when exactly they were stolen? Could have been any time since yesterday, really. Victor wasn't in the office that day, but I do know that all the files were there the previous night. So they had to have been stolen recently, then. That's troublesome. Just how exactly could he have done that? It really wouldn't be that difficult. All they had to do was go in and take them after killing the chief. That sounds simple to me. It's really that simple, though. Something's missing. Something definitely seems amiss here. Oh, interesting. Let's hear your reasoning, Mr. Sente. The detective thinks Richard stole the files after killing the victim. However, that claim is contradicted by this. I mean, I feel like it'd be this. Or... Detective, be glad to know that what you're saying is simply impossible. Right, so he presented the security footage. Is it? Do explain. The idea here is that Richard took the files after killing Mr. Power. That being, right around 10, yes? If he stole them from there and then... He stole them there and then. You should have found them on Richard's person. Aha, now we're getting down to business. Okay, so the theme song we heard on Storm's arrival was his objection theme. It's also a fucking banger. If Richard only took the files after killing the victim, he would not have had time to hide the files. This is a contradiction.
Objection!
So it is. One with an obvious explanation, that is. That explanation being... why, he simply stole the case files before killing Mr. Power.
Objection!
Just how does that work? Don't you see it, Mr. Sente? Mr. Kingsley had to do was enter the office when he arrived at 9, take the files, and jump out the window. Then hide them somewhere nearby, and go back into the yard through the same window. See any issues with my reasoning? Have an issue with that? Oh, we can listen again. The files jump out the window. Oh, well, there's obviously a contradiction. Could have got an issue with that. The argument blatantly contradicts this piece of evidence. The key. Your theory was flawed from the start. The door to the office was locked, and the victim had the key. Richard have even gotten into the office before power unlocked it. And that, Mr. Sente, is where you're working under a grave assumption. Assumption? What assumption? Sure, as long as the door was locked the entire time, it'd be impossible to get into that office. But what if Mr. Kingsley was able to unlock the door himself? Uh-oh.
Objection!
What? There's no way he could have done that. Right? Mr. Sente, what was that evidence you produced just now to make your point? Key to the office? Tell me, do you know whose prints are on this thing? You can't be serious. That's right. The defendant's fingerprints are on the key to the office. Including the victims are on it, despite what one might assume. What happened this morning is clear. The defendant had stolen the victim's key beforehand, probably when he visited you at his office. When he arrived at night, he used the key to get into the office. And he stole the case files then.
Objection!
Let me guess, you want proof of this, is that correct? There's no way you have proof, is there? Well, as I said, only the defendant's prints were on that key. Meaning, if the victim was the one who unlocked the door this morning, his prints should be on it too. Oh. I'm sorry, Mr. Sente. You told the police that his prints only got on the key when he found it on the body. But as things stand, there was clearly much more to it than just that. Damn it. I expect that. Still, now that he brings it up, why aren't the victim's prints on the key? Richard told me that the office door was locked, and the victim was able to enter just fine. Also didn't seem to be in the habit of wearing gloves. Maybe he wore some this morning. I have so many questions. I sure don't want to hear Donovan's answers to any of them. You alright, Storm? Yes, don't worry. This is nothing. Nothing short of impressive, more like. I've seen Donovan go so hard like that before. He's not pulling any bunches or nothing. So, am I done here? Frankly, we've been done with you for a while, Detective. Oh, you're welcome, Mr. Prosecutor. Good luck, Storm. Thanks. I think I'll need it. Well then, now then, my lord. The evidence presented to the court, I'd like to move on to my witness's testimony. I assure you this testimony will prove vital to this case. Very good. Please summon your witness at once. Oh, it's you. Hello, everyone. Witness, please state your name and occupation for the record. Yes, of course, sir. I'm George O. Sherbin, detective assistant at Scotland Yard. Wow. Wow. I think that's literally who that character's sprite is. It's actually... Oh my god. It's actually... I mean... You gotta be the George Ushiromiya from Umineko, right? Nice to meet you all. So you're the one who's blaming Richard for this crime. Yes? Did see him in the corridor that morning. Just wandering around quite awkwardly. I'm not sure what he thought he was doing. Fortunately, the prosecution has a fairly good idea of what he was planning. Witness, I now call on you. Testify about what you saw this morning. Right away, Mr. Donovan. Shady movements. As I was passing by the Scotland Yard this morning, I took a peek into the hallway window. There, I saw Mr. Kingsley standing next to Mr. Power's office. Before I could walk away, Mr. Power appeared and went into his office. Then, that's right, Mr. Kingsley stuck into the office too. When he came out, the man in blue showed up. Nobody else entered the hallway until then. That's everything. So as you can see, Mr. Kingsley was the only one who was in the hallway that entire time. In fact, the defendant himself was kind enough to share, too. Richard may be able to confirm parts of this testimony. Off that bat, I see something very wrong with this. What are you waiting for? Go get him, Storm. Oh shit, I meant to... God damn it. I wanted to show off the, had to say it beforehand. There. I wanted to show off the cut-ins for that. Oh well. Well, maybe we'll get to do that next video. Again, and we'll let this go. Return, we will cross-examine George. And move forward. Liking this so far. Want to know more about Storm's world?